Hey guys, Season 2 in Halo Infinite released the other day, and I've spent the last few days compiling all of my feedback in regards to the second season. Today's video is going to talk about the good and the bad on the most recent update. I'm going to start with the good, what I love about the update. 343 adding in the campaign weapons to fragmentation in big team battle, fantastic. There's a lot of unique things I can do with the gravity hammer, the special campaign gravity hammer, and you guys are going to see it in an upcoming video, but it is so good. I love that they added Rumble Pit. Shoddy Snipers is actually in Rumble Pit too. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. I also like the new Brute AI. I think that's a really cool thing 343 is going with. We've never really seen a Covenant or a Banished AI, so I thought that was great too. 343 also fixed the stability on PC. My game hasn't crashed since the update, which is huge, so I'm really glad they did that too. They are the main things that I really like. Now moving on to the things that were patched, and oh boy, speedrunning. I've covered a lot of the speedrunning tech that was in Halo Infinite, especially when the game released, and everything was patched. The only thing that is left is the Chopper Emp Glitch. You know when you throw the dynamo grenades and you boost in the chopper and fly across the map? It is the only thing that is left. To give you guys a list of what was removed: the tank gun, as we know, removed. Fusion coil launching into the sky, removed. Being able to fly pelicans, removed. Everything that was fun about the campaign that I was excited to try when co-op releases later this year, gone. And I was so disappointed to read that. Moving on to the competitive players, and they're also not happy. A lot of skill jumps and cool movement tech that a lot of competitive professional players used has also been removed. 343 said the slides that make you go very fast were breaking the flow of the game, so they should be removed. Nobody asked for this, for any of the changes. This is development time that could have been spent elsewhere, and all it's done is greatly upset the community. Personally, I didn't understand why they bothered to patch the campaign tricks. You can still use a gravity hammer or a rocket launcher with the cowbell skull and fly across the map with the grapple hook. You can go really far. So I don't know why grappling a fusion coil all of a sudden breaks the immersion. It just doesn't make sense to me. This is especially the case when for Season 2 in the trailer itself, you have 343 getting a skewer and a grenade, launching it across the map and grappling to the mongoose debris. And then on top of that, you hijack a chopper lifting over a grav lift. And then on the flip side of that, you take away everything that is like that in the sandbox. So I'm very confused about it. Moving on from that, some more positives. The Ravager got a buff, which is great. It really needed it. They also fixed hijacking tanks. Yes, that is right. I think I spoke about it 10 times, but now finally when you hijack a tank and you put a grenade into it, it will blow it up and kill the driver, which is great. 343 also buffed the Banshee, although I haven't actually been able to fly a Banshee yet. So if there's anyone in the comments section who has flown the Banshee, how is it? Is it better? Is it worse? I'm curious to know. Next up we have the two new maps, Breaker and Catalyst. Breaker plays well for last Spartan standing, however I've only gone it once out of 40 games in BTB, so I can't really give a comment. But from the one game I did play, it's very different from every other BTB map. It honestly reminded me of Operation Metro from Battlefield 3. If you don't know what that is, it has a lot of choke points with doorways, with people just throwing grenades down them. There's not really much you can do to flank the enemy on this map, and if they work out you are on their side of the map and you're on your own, they will shut you down very quickly. It'll be interesting to see how it plays for CTF, but time will tell. Catalyst? I enjoy the different levels. I'm not sure how I feel about the doors. There's random doors on the level. That's to block line of sight. But it seems to play pretty well in Oddball and King of the Hill. Speaking of King of the Hill, I was very surprised to see that King of the Hill is very different now. It isn't the typical get in the hill, earn points, win. You actually have to hold the hill to earn 1 point and do that again and again. I honestly didn't understand the change or why it needed the change. I'm still undecided on whether I like it or not. Finally, we have Last Spartan Standing and Rumble Pit. Now the big takeaway that I've been seeing among the community is to allow players to search with their friends in both of these game modes. I saw some comments saying, no, don't do this. Players are just going to boost challenges. And as someone who's played free-for-all for 20 years, I've played 10,000 free-for-all matches, I can tell you that maybe 0.001% of players will actually boost challenges or team up in a free-for-all mode. 99.99% just want to play with their friends. So I hope 343 considers this, because 6 months not being able to play the new modes with your friends, I feel like is a huge misstep. Custom games are still very buggy, and after games it crashes and you have to re-invite people, and it's just not where it needs to be yet. Otherwise I'd say just go play custom games. Unfortunately that option isn't viable just yet. So I hope 343 enables at least a Rumble Pit, because Rumble Pit in every other Halo title you can play with your friends. Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Reach, and Halo MCC all allow you to play Rumble Pit with your friends. Halo 5 is the only exception, and that is because it was ranked, and that makes sense. To close it out, Last Spartan Standing I think it has a lot of potential. It's very bare bones at the moment. I'd love to see different weapons, a Covenant weapon set, a Banished weapon set, a Human weapon set, so then people aren't playing the exact same thing over and over again. I think there's too many power-ups, so I'd like to see less on the map spawning because there's heaps. The Overshield is very strong now. It went from a 3-time shield to a 3.5-time shield, and that extra piece of shield guarantees you a kill now, so they're very strong. I'd love to see some random ordnance drops to add some layer of variety, as well as the danger zone to close in faster. I find by the time I've wiped out almost the entire lobby, and it's a 1v1, the danger zone hasn't actually closed in yet. I know the 343 developer who made the mode is already taking feedback and said he has plans to get quick updates out, which is very exciting. The final piece of feedback I have is I actually spawn in the danger zone once it's closed in, with no way to get back into the zone before I die. So I feel like that needs to be changed, although I'm not sure where would you spawn that's safe when the circle is very small. There's nowhere that's safe, so that seems to be a fundamental flaw with the game mode. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Let me know what you think of Halo Infinite Season 2 in the comments below. What do you like? What do you hate? Let me know. But thank you guys for watching, hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.